Nip Hussle, aka Go Get It, at the speed of a marathon, taking his time, going down the line to find peace of mind.
Yeah.
Can you understand that?
Don't come over here trying to then guess what? Go do something and come back. Go get cracking and come back. That's what I said, bro.
Nipsey Hussle's brother Blacc Sam pushes Rockstar 2800 out of the Marathon Burger grand opening on Melrose Ave. Listen, Blacc Sam is standing on business. And I know Nipsey is up there looking down like, that's my big bro.
Minutes after Blacc Sam publicly put Big U on blast over Nipsey's alleged setup, Snoop Dogg was suddenly right there in his face. And nobody's buying that it was just a random meetup. Folks close to the scene say Snoop's been spotted moving around the same power circles Sam's been calling out. And in LA, those circles aren't just about music, they're political. Picking a side can lock you in or lock you out for life. Big U's name has been floating in whispers about Nip's final days for years. So when Sam spoke it out loud and Snoop appeared soon after, the energy in the room shifted instantly. That face-to-face moment between them, it might be the loudest sign yet that there's way more brewing behind the curtains. Snoop pulling up on Blacc Sam didn't have the vibe of a friendly dap. It felt like he walked straight into enemy turf, and everybody watching caught it. This tension wasn't born overnight. Just weeks earlier, Sam was front and center at the grand opening of Marathon Burger, and he wasn't just there for photo ops. He stepped directly to West Coast Crip rapper Rockstar 2800 and laid it all out.
Demonstrating for hustle. This is what I'm telling you. Don't come over here. Don't come over here trying to then guess what? Go do something and kind of that disrespect, bro. When you in there,
in the clip, Sam's right up in Rockstar's face, no sugarcoating, letting him know plain and simple, if you're not putting in work to defend Nipsey's name, you've got no place standing here.
Blacc Sam, Nipsey's brother, he told me he's a rat. First time they first fall out, when he first got Nipsey signed, Nipsey come back, was a fallout. It went down, there was a fight, rumble happened. I believe Big U knocked Nipsey out. Blacc Sam comes out, fires 3-4 shots in the air. He's fresh out the penitentiary. Police sitting right across the street, they see it. They come in, they arrest everybody. Blacc Sam's on parole. We bail Big U out. Big U tells us, the police tell him, they let Blacc Sam go before he got a bail. Which is, you know, gun, firing, fresh out, ain't supposed to happen like that. He tell him that's one of ours, leave him alone. So all these years, I've been looking at him like he's a rat anyway.
Now here's where it gets even messier. Rockstar 2800 is tied to none other than Wack 100, one of Nipsey's loudest and most relentless critics since his passing. Wack's been locked in a nasty back and forth with Nip's camp for years, going out of his way to question Nip's street credibility, something Sam has never let slide.
Love for Nip, I got love for the family. I ain't got no hate in my heart, ain't no hatred in my heart at all. My heart pure. You understand? I care about them still to this day. It's nothing but a phone call, it's nothing we could talk. Yeah, do I want my fade? Yeah, for how I did it? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause I just felt like it was out of pocket. But after that, we can shake hands, whatever, or we ain't never gotta talk again. However, whatever it's gotta be, it's gotta be. You know what I'm saying? So just leave it at that. But like I said, I ain't got no hate in my heart. I'm not gonna say nothing bad.
And the thread that keeps unraveling, Wack 100 is close with Big U. And Big U, that's the name that always creeps back into the most explosive theories about Nipsey's last days. The same Big U who once mentored Nip early on, but also shared a deep, complicated, and at times hostile history with him. So there's Sam, staring Rockstar down, telling him straight up, if you're not putting in work for Hustle, you need to step off. And Rockstar, he wasn't about to just sit there and let Sam check him in front of everybody.
What's up, baby?
Man.
The big homie.
Yes, sir.
TV superstar. Neighborhood star.
Out,
Come on, man, you look good up here. Around, Big U, I'm not
Hey,
playing.
we check it in, baby.
Man, the check-in is real. When your feet hit the street, you better check in.
Hey, look, hold on. That's so.
Yeah.
That's so.
But this wasn't just about Rockstar. That man's tied directly to Wack 100, the same Wack 100 who's been on a non-stop mission to chip away at Nipsey's street credibility from the jump. And here's why that connection stings. Wack has been tight with Big U for years. And whether people want to hear it or not, Snoop's name has been spotted moving in that same orbit.
When I go to Chicago, I respect Chicago wholeheartedly. I check in. When I go to Atlanta, I check in. When I go places, I check in. And I don't think nobody is safe. I know dudes right now from LA who are actual gang members who have been robbed for their jewelry, who real killers.
Like who really real killers? Like
Snoop's even spoken on the checking in system, something Big U has openly pushed for years.
Me and Sam weren't seeing eye to eye at one point when I first came home, over the obvious. You know what I mean? And we had our sit down and we hollered. But I had seen certain people before I had seen Sam, and they could have relayed that message to me. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people didn't. So that means they was playing both sides.
Wait, so something happened, right? Didn't you, was it a conference con?
Yeah.
You ran into
Sam.
Blacc Sam and a bunch of people around him.
Yeah.
And they approached you.
Well, I approached them.
You approached them?
Yeah. I went over there to the All Money In thing. It was a little, me and Sam had a disagreement.
I mean, was it because thing?
Yeah, that's what I said. Over.
And Big U himself, he said it just as bold.
We have an altercation and then we dispersed or whatever. No, I wasn't going nowhere. I'm like, big bro, we got to figure it out.
How'd that conversation go?
It went from him coming from a place of not understanding, he's neglecting certain stuff. Like, you're putting me in a position that you know I'm not in, only because you're hurt. You get what I'm saying? And I can't tell him how to mourn, but you holding me responsible for another man's action. First and foremost, I was in jail, and you know how much I love your brother. How about this? When we were fighting, and Nipsey's dad saying who he was fighting, he like, that shit, bro, what the f are you doing? Like, this is y'all brother. Like, what the f are y'all fighting for? He didn't even understand.
That's why when Snoop and Sam ended up in the same space, it wasn't just a casual run-in, it was a silent standoff. People in that room said the air was thick. You could feel the static bouncing between them. No yelling, no chaos, just two men standing on opposite ends of a long, messy history. And this ain't the first time Sam's had to make his stance crystal clear in public. He's already pressed Brick Baby over his ties to Eric Holder, the man convicted of killing Nip.
That's my little homeboy. We grew up in the same neighborhood I did. When I came out, I was out about 2 years, and I heard his music. And after I heard his music, I took a liking to it. I felt he could be the next one to take us both to the next level. So I hollered at him, got with LT Hutton to get him on the Tupac song. He gave us love on that. He did Tupac with L.A. Dre. That took off. Then we came back and Felly Fell gave us some love with Bullets Ain't Got No Name. Then we kind of just did a lot of street work.
Brick Baby himself admitted Nipsey's dad had to step in to keep it from turning into a fight.
Well, do me a favor, call your mama up, Des. What they call you, where you from?
Sam's been calling out anybody who tries to water down Nipsey's name in interviews. And here's the part that burns. Wack is close with Big U, and Big U still has Snoop in his circle. So from Sam's perspective, Snoop pulling up isn't bad timing. It's a direct public tie to the same camp he's been warning people about. This is where it stops looking like a celebrity run-in and starts reading like a statement. Sam's saying loud and clear, loyalty is shown in your moves, not just your mouth. And if you're standing next to people who move foul against his brother, you're automatically on the wrong side. But to really understand why that pull-up carried so much weight, you've got to rewind, not just to Nipsey's time, but decades before. Because this pattern's been here before. Some say it's deja vu from the death row days with Tupac, and guess who was in the middle of both stories? Snoop. See, the Big U and Nipsey connection didn't begin in beef. Back in the mid-2000s, Big U, fresh out of prison and already a respected name in the rolling 60s, helped Nip catch his first big break. Early verses, music video pushes, connections to major industry players. Big U was one of the reasons Nip landed on Tupac's posthumous album, Pac's Life. That move had Nip buzzing heavy in LA before most people outside the city even knew his name.
Tried to get me to not like Puffy and Biggie while we was in the middle of the Death Row Bad Boy feud. And I made a choice that I had no issues with them. That was the Angie Martinez interview back in the days that created havoc between me and Death Row because I stood on my values. Exactly.
Because when you said, I ain't got no issues.
I said, I want to do a song with them. That's how I ended. I said, I ain't got no issues with Puffy and Biggie. I want to do a song with them.
Middle of the war.
In New York.
In New York.
On Hot 97.
Why the f did you say that?
Because that's how I felt.
It just don't make no sense. It's not random, you know. I know Hustle. You know, ain't nobody gonna say nothing crazy to Hustle. Because they know what come with it, no matter what age you are. ain't saying nothing crazy to us, wherever you find him at. But on Crenshaw and Slauson, definitely you're not saying nothing crazy. You're gonna come, you're gonna tuck your tail and be humble. And if not, you're getting beat up on the spot. And we done did it a million times. Hussle done did it a million times. So the fact that he left, tell me everything I need to know.
Could have probably stopped it.
Stop what? Me, man.
After I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought, Big, you gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just Nipsey.
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got.
Yep.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yep. And
you like
just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
But that shine didn't last forever. Nip claimed his contract with Big U's label was a 10-year lock-in, starting in 2009 and running until 2019, the same year Nip was murdered. Nip wanted out. But in LA street politics, walking away from a deal ain't just business, it's about respect. And once you cross that line, it stops being just a contract dispute and starts feeling like a personal rift. Now here's where Snoop slides into the frame. His name might not be in any paperwork, but the receipts are out there. Old flicks, event footage, candid shots, showing him side by side with both Big U and Brick Baby, even after Nip's death. And now a heavier theory is making the rounds, one that's got folks on edge. Word on the street says there's a West Coast power shuffle brewing. Certain OGs are staring down Fed time, and that's leaving a vacuum. Whoever locks in with the right players now could end up controlling tour routes, label deals, and streaming revenue for the next 10 years. If that's the case, Snoop's not just keeping the peace, he's making chess moves to secure his seat at that table, even if it means standing across from the very people still going to war to guard Nip's legacy. And that's the part that stings for a lot of folks. It's not just the streets whispering either. Bloggers, podcasters, and even former industry insiders are piecing together old photos, quiet fallouts, and interviews to paint a whole different picture. One where Snoop might not be the hero in Nipsey's story, but part of the machinery that made sure certain truths never saw daylight. Meanwhile, Marathon Camp isn't bending for anybody. Sam's already gone on record saying certain people can't come over here, a direct line aimed squarely at the circle Snoop still moves with. And every time Snoop pops up in a pic or video next to those faces, it's like tossing gasoline onto a fire that's been burning slow but steady, waiting for the right moment to roar. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one.